All right, man, long for long time, all right? I mean, I guess to explain this, I know people be like, yo, Battz versus Nas. Of course, Nas just dropped. We did Nas and Ambassador at the beginning of the year, but Nas just dropped another album called Magic 3, and I was trying to find somebody for Battz, and I thought about the Linnell Grant and Andre 3000. We normally do those kind of like legends versus people that we feel like are dope, and could they compete on that high level? Because, you know what I mean, we did Battz and J.I.D., and that came out pretty good. And now we're just trying to see if Battz can step it up and
the giants.
with the lyrical giants of our era. All right, man, so you know what that means. The views and opinions in the Trackstarz, not the Trackstarz, in the Trackstarz Universe are not the views and opinions of the artist, the label, producer, and others. If you feel offended by this, please press stop now. If you're a person who only listens to Christian artists, it ain't your cup of tea. We got some React videos, topics, interviews you can go check out. We're not copying any other battle format. We've been doing this since 2000. Battz is not the Christian version of anybody. It's just a bit. All right? So with that being said, we're going to start this bad boy off with Nas. His song is called I Love This Feeling. So here we go. Let me see. I'm sorry. Got a call.
A monthly subscription to the Slums Edition. The new it was written. Get your hard copies of Blockology coming from the one who lived in a bowl for goldfish. I never sell my soul, just evolve shock rap. That what you never been told. Cold part, Illmatic all through that episode of Ozark. I think that's harder than if I had co-starred a ghetto symphony. I'm Chief Keef Cozart, mixed with Mozart. It's ill when you get bags for your own art. $1 million sink for Algebra or rap. But they ain't understand it when it drop. Yo, how cold is that? They asking if I'm ever gonna be over rap. But I left a few.
All right, that was Nas. I love this feeling. This is Battz, Prime Real Estate. Here we go.
Man, these prices, they raising. Her father wasn't dead, he ain't raising. So he left her out to dry like a raisin. Every hood legend, yeah, we praising. But the most side dang, we ain't praise him. Since the altercation, she was in an ER, patiently waiting. Falling on her knees, saying, Lord, don't take him. You say that you would never leave nor forsake him. The things that he seen, the beast dang, and make him. And it means sending my boyfriend P into 8 him. Can we build communities instead of changing? Instead of cashing out, can we embrace it? Gang, you not the...
Battz.
He's in the ER patiently waiting.
Battz.
Yikes.
Prime Real Estate. Nas, I love this feeling. Who y'all got?
I got Battz, man. I got Battz.
I got Battz as well, man.
He's nuts. He's nuts, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go Battz too, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen. What are they doing online? They actually probably don't matter, but let's let them matter. Let's feel like it.
Let them feel. You can still super chat there.
Yeah, you can still super chat. Remember, super chat is like you're in the room with us, and your vote counts more than it does in the group setting. Battz online.
Battz.
All right, so Battz took that Prime Real Estate line. I mean round one. Now he's on the board 1-0 against Nasir Jones. All right, we're gonna start off with Battz first. This time, Shuck and Jive. Here we go.
See me and y'all be playing with them snakes, and now you feeling the sting. I been seeing y'all sell yourselves for a minute. Now I'm on the brink. Y'all gon' hear every word. Y'all gon' know what I think. You get a house, you get a car. Sell yourself, I'll make you a star. I'm done with all that trash, I'm coming to raise the bar. I'm bracing the stand and get witty, don't care who you are yet. When you get the man in 70, you ain't gotta force it for some relevance. Every dude that them boys had, man, I'm testing it. My life the testament, the hard working God's gift really turns to...
All right, that was Battz, Shuck and Jive. This is Nas, Never Die.
Game time, that Jordan Kobe Bron talk. Take a long walk, you might start to understand what I'm putting on for. I left more flows in Pro 2 sessions than you ever thought of with old school methods. But what you hearing is the present day. Over breaks and samples of New York and WA. The brand Nubians, NAS and Wayne. Don't threaten me with a good time, we here to stay. Nasty, they don't make them like me. Mask up, all black, like a Pooh Shiesty. Swoop through, I'm like Detroit Red in the Zoot suit. Loose screws, any great challenges, I find a loot.
All right, that was Nas, Never Die. Battz, Shuck and Jive. Sean, who you got? Who y'all got?
I'm gonna toss it.
Oh, early.
I love the vocal samples. That always gets me. But I thought lyrically they were close.
Yeah.
What you got?
I was gonna do the same thing, so I'm tossing as well.
Ooh.
Toss. What you got?
Ooh. Oh, wow. That threw me for a loop, man. I didn't think you was going to toast this. Jerry. All right. I think I would say Nas. I'm going with Nas on that round. Shuckin' Job was a good song, but I didn't like the way he started. You get it. I didn't like that part, but
Okay.
you know what I mean. But I'm gonna go with Nas on that one.
What y'all got?
There's 1-0 in here. 1-0.
Battz.
Battz online. Oh wow. Okay.
Sheesh.
So he got that line. He got that round 1-1. It's 1-1, and that was a wash. Wow. Okay. We're still 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're gonna start off with Nas this time. TSK. Here we go.
Blurbs, all I see is words. Nerds talking about what they did, seen, or heard. And all I see is clones. See you, with mixtape plans because they seeing how we moving. And all they say is this, but they ain't saying. They talk reckless when I do not work for them. They say come harder, come smarter. Which one it is? Which one you want to hear since you such a music whiz? First thing I learned when I was coming up in age, when they stumble in your space, is to punch them in the face. The second thing I learned, I was in the second grade. All
right, that was Nas, TSK. This is Battz Life. Here we go.
Dang, life's been really kicking my butt. My hands ain't soft anymore, boy, it's rough. Now the college is tough. I'm in need of a patch. Can you give me a buff? I've been grieving and such. I'm from a place they shoot, they shot and they duck. If you get hit by that straight, then you was dead out of luck. They ain't making right decisions, they ain't giving a. They be seeing our lost causes when they needed a nudge. Dang, like me training. Is he worth it? Can you cite it? All this pain, can I?
All right, that was Battz Life, Nas, TSK. Who y'all going with?
I like the very end of Battz song, but I'm a lean Nas on that one. I wasn't really a Nas fan.
I could tell.
You could tell that. I know people like him. And his first album I thought was good, but I never was just like, oh, Nas is amazing.
Really?
No.
Jesus.
I mean, his storytelling is really good, but I never was like, oh, he's spitting, killing it.
Jesus, Sean.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Maybe it's a Florida thing. Maybe it's a Florida thing. I would say, go ahead, Jerry.
I was a huge Nas fan, but that one to me, it just sounds. Somebody said it in the chat. It just sounded old. Like it didn't match up to today's sound. And I got to go Battz on that.
It had vocal samples, man. That's all I care about. What you got?
Shout out to Hit Boy. First off, let's say that the dude that's been producing Nas, because he put Nas on a run that I don't think we would think about.
Super chat
to see stuff with Nas.
I haven't heard not one of these albums. Not
really?
One of them.
We played some of them. We did line for line.
Didn't care.
Okay. But I think I kind of agree with what that person saying about the Nas thing. It really didn't sound much, or he didn't say much. He was just rhyming. So I'll go with Battz.
All right, it's Battz in here. We got Battz Super Chat.
Thank you.
What y'all got? Lost and Found said, I don't know if I could keep watching Trackstarz. Illmatic is the best hip-hop album of all time.
Well, he just gave Illmatic props.
I gave it props, yeah.
He didn't say after the fact.
Just after that, I like the joint with Lauryn Hill, and then Ether.
Jesus, you just skipped.
And that was about it.
I had Nas's. I didn't have It Is Written or Illmatic. I know they were dope albums. I liked I Am. I had that album, and then I remember I was in college. I think I was in college when Stillmatic came out. Did Stillmatic come out in 01? I think it came out.
There was some stuff off of there that I like. I mean, the whole Hip Hop Is Dead stuff and all that.
Rewind, that's way past. But that's like 2000.
I like that one. And the joint with the piano.
He has a lot of records for piano.
You know what I'm talking about? The one with the old, the one he flipped that old, Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Jesus. Let's just keep going. Battz took that round 4-1. He's on the board again, 2-0. All right. We're gonna start off with Battz this time. It's called Do You Know? Here we go, round 4.
Grinding, we gon' make it out the base. Amen. say, man, amen, say. Boxing with the devil and it's thing like MMA. Some people I mitigate, changing up my DNA. We came in with a purpose, we ain't coming here to play, yeah. Hey, Battz, welcome to CHH. They walk up in the building, you know that you see them hate. The walls of the rap game, I came in to penetrate. I'm a principal to students, the way I administrate. The principles I follow, just minutes to minute made. As I stand up on the stage, these minutes don't make me made. My MC rap never.
All right, that was Battz. Do you know?
Wow.
If this was Illmatic, that would have went up against New York State of Mind.
Yeah.
That did it.
But it wasn't. This is Nas Fever.
Aprons, parting as the chef, burgundy on the breath, uncertainty when I step, dancing to every song like it's a contest, singing to Stevie Wonder happy birthday, celebrating years of flows and crazy wordplay. Season, I'm leaving my 40s, I'm a griot, deep as Deepak Chopra, dress socks and loafers. Family only, I'm holding hands with a cold piece. Battz to the old me, I'm officially OG. Might throw a roast me, wonder what will the jokes be. Watching them imitate my cool demeanor. It's a new decade, I'm in a whole new arena.
All right, Nas Fever. Battz, did you know who y'all got?
Battz.
Okay.
What you got?
I got Nas, man. That's the Nas that I know.
Maybe it's me.
Let's go.
I didn't hear it.
I don't want to use my toss. Jesus. Batt's beat was fire.
I thought it was better than
His
Nas.
beats was fire. That was fire. But Nas was flowing like
Right.
he's saying like,
Was he?
was he though?
Was he? It's okay.
He was flowing.
What?
I'm
gonna give it to Nas, bro.
To me, what Nas does well, I don't think they're making the beats for his flow pattern right. It sound too soft. Like I just think everybody, like Kanye didn't do it right. All these people, like I just feel like he don't got the best beats. It just don't.
Recently,
match
he
him.
has been.
Not to me. It's just okay. It's all right.
Maybe not this album, or maybe another but
You don't have to let me hear because
I mean, King's Disease. He was been rapping on some.
Like I feel like
Hit
his
Boy
whole
has been
life-
doing like some dope beats. He honestly, to me personally, I would say Nas does better with a New York producer. In my personal opinion, Hit Boy is from Cali, but I mean he's been trying to match it. He needs a Premier. He needs to do like an album with Premier. If Nas got in with Premier, that gave him New York State of Mind, represent like those classic records Nas is like.
Yeah.
If he got those type of records from Premier right now, that would, because I think he knows his pocket. He
That's
knows,
what I'm saying. I don't
you
feel
know,
like people are giving him the right sound for his voice. But I just feel like I've always felt like that with him. Like,
yeah.
this ain't exactly right.
But to be honest with you, when we talk about Illmatic, the reason why it's so a dope album is that he is rapping. Of course, people are saying it's like that new era of, you gotta understand, like in the early 90s of hip hop, especially in New York, it was still like people coming off Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, all these people, and then we're still just having dope rappers because we at that time we had dope rappers in New York in that era, but Nas coming with the storytelling, the street life telling, almost Coogee rap style of rapping, but for more the 90s era, and that sound, and he was the first he was the first artist, if I can remember, having like multi-producers on his
the same
album.
yeah, to give it a different
Like
feel.
the best of at that time on that album.
But to me, that was what matched his voice. I just don't know if anything has done a good a job production-wise with his style.
Yeah, I know that, but what I'm saying is like, and we're not trying to tell people to go listen, but I'm saying right now, Hit Boy has done the best I've heard Nas in a few years.
Is everything you're going to do today Hit Boy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
So far.
All right, with that being said, it's 2-1 right here. What's the name? What's the final? Anybody got the final?
Oh, there was a lot of Nas in the chat, but I ain't
Yeah.
seen nobody putting up official up.
I think Nas got it. I don't know if there was a poll for that one.
Okay. I thought it was. But anyway, well, and here it was Nas. So Nas is on the board, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so it's, okay, Nas online. So it was 3-1, 2-1, still Battz. We're about to go in this round 5. We're going to start off with Nas. This song is called "Sitting with My Thoughts." Here we go.
Crispy said he's having computer issues.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So just type your vote.
Okay.
Damo will count it.
All right, sitting with my thoughts. I'm sorry. Here we go.
Whole time writing this, I'm typing some people back who need me to get them in places. Type of shit is that? I'm a concierge for most people I know. I'm in the studio with hit, cash out for my folks. I love it. That come with being great is a lot on my plate. I would give it all away for a smile on their face. Shout out to rappers who inspired me in my beginnings, who I inspired right back when they pen was dwindling. Sitting with my thoughts, thinking what it costs for peace of mind. I go crazy if I couldn't rhyme. I finally took time to drop constant releases. I finally put me first.
I was sitting with my thoughts. Nas. This is Battz. Freedom. Here we go.
They praising the most high. Hop at the porch and nosedive, thinking they won't die. Gain the freedom but won't try to see with both eyes. Chain to their own lights for the rose coast sign. It's so lean with a dome, may become the gold mine. Hey, what's good? I'm free now. Hey, what's good? It's me now. I'm taking a rig, so hitting a lick. You know that they beat down, but when it comes taking these curses and breaking it, bitch, they never gonna reach out. For the most high on my knees now. Popo got them on their knees now. You can't take it from me.
All right, that was Battz. Freedom. Sitting with my thoughts. Nas. Who y'all got?
I got Battz, man. That sounds better to me. I'm trying to hear what y'all hear, but it's Battz to me. What you got?
That was. I gotta go Nas, man.
So what is it? What am I missing?
Nas was more cleaner.
Yeah, Nas
His was more cleaner.
What do you mean cleaner?
Like his flow pattern.
His
on that
flow
record
pattern?
is-
Battz, okay.
No, I'm not saying. I didn't say the production to me sounded
Yeah,
more
the-
clean.
Oh yeah.
on
Battz
Nas.
was it was a lot of reverb
Yeah.
on Batz's, and it was kind of
Right,
muffled.
right.
That's fine, but his flow pattern was way better than me. Y'all didn't hear that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he. I think the thing with Nas is his approach on certain beats. I don't think Hit Boy is like, yo, rap fast, double time on this. You know what I
Right.
mean? Try this on that. Because his flow comes to...
It's even out, but it like matched the beat. Like
Not
it just,
to me.
it
Like-
just went with the beat.
To me, I guess what I value when I listen to rap is I want to see if you know how to like double dutch through the beat. Like you feel natural, like you know how to wiggle through it.
Your instrument, basically.
I don't
Yeah.
hear that with Nas. I hear just it's like, okay, all right, we just rapping. You know what I mean? But like Battz to me, what he did on that with it's just like it's something in there that just feels like he's skating.
Battz did what MC of today should have done.
So you're
You
saying,
get what I'm saying?
but
You get what I mean?
But,
Yeah.
but Nas just did this.
Yeah, but you're getting from a perspective of Nas doing... Like, the last time I heard Nas do what Battz just did was on...
Check in.
What happened?
Lots of Pounds said, next time I'm in New York, I gotta check in.
Especially Queensbridge. But I think that song with Nas and 21 Savage, when he was them horns, and that song's hard. But he was rapping like double time while 21 Savage was just regular rapping. That, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like certain times like that beat kind of called for that, but it really didn't. So
It's
I
just-
see why he just did that.
To me, it's like, if you're not going to do what I'm talking about, then what you say better be
Sean.
super dope.
They killing you, bro.
That's fine.
Somebody in ball said Nas is okay, but he's not like he's Cool Breeze.
So TJ said, Sean want the lyrical miracle. It's not lyrical. I don't like the lyrical miracle.
Yeah.
It's just it's a flow pattern to me that where I'm like, that's a good path through that beat.
But I
That's a good path.
think for you, you're like you're an iconic rapper, so you should know what the beat is calling you to do, right? Because honestly, we haven't heard Nas, and maybe I didn't pick the part when he was rapping fast because it's really
It's not about fast. It don't have to go fast. It's just, if I hear it again, I'll try to explain it better. But
Yeah.
to me, what Battz was doing felt better to me than what Nas was doing. Even if I didn't speak English, it just sounded better to me.
yeah. Well, because and that's what I'm saying. Is he was doing what a rapper over that beat today should supposed to do. Like if we was doing Jid and Jid had that beat,
Jid would've played with
Jid
that
would have
joint.
did that. Yeah, but Nas is like one.
It's like Tim Duncan and Steph Curry. It's like Tim Duncan is solid. You're good. You're best
Yeah.
power forward all time. Bank shot off the
Yeah.
glass. Nice. But when you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
I don't,
the
I need
finesse,
that. I
the
need
flash.
somebody. Yeah.
Nas may not give you the finesse and flash, but he may give you that solid 20.
He does it with his words,
Yeah.
not with the word play, the sound of the words.
No,
To me,
I would say he does have wordplay and stuff like that, but I don't think. I think what you're asking for is because you're a Jay-Z head too.
yeah, that's true.
And Jay-Z would probably hear a track like that and try to
Find the right flow
But
through.
I would say, to be honest, 444 Jay-Z
Didn't do that,
Yeah.
and I told you that. Like this,
I mean, he did it and it sounded off.
almost intentionally. And I'm just like, what's going on here? All right, it's me. I'm admitting it's me.
Blessed by the best. Did you
Oh,
give us a-
she's our first member.
Hey!
Welcome, first YouTube member. Thank you. That's awesome. We appreciate it.
Got you. So VC says, "Oh, you're a Jay-Z fan. That means that's why."
But I'm a Jay-Z fan who knows Ether was better than whatever Jay-Z did. And like I know I can tell when he's good. It's just to me it's not always there.
Yeah. Real quick. What's the best song you ever heard Nas on?
You'd have to play me. It's definitely from the first album.
Okay.
There's some on there that I think is excellent. I just can't remember the name of it.
Is it slow?
Maybe it's New York State of Mind. I think is.
Yeah, 'cause-
to me it's the perfect match of his flow.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah,
beat.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably that one is what I would say stands out to me the most. But to me, he killed Ether. To me, he killed the joint with Lauren. Like to me, he's had shining moments in my mind where I'm like, oh, he's the best.
Yeah.
But then it's like over time, I'm like, there's too many misses to me in the midst of it.
But is it Mrs. Okay, we'll talk about it.
But I think that's just his style, though. Like he doesn't like go with the beat.
He doesn't.
you know?
He doesn't go with the beat. Maybe I just need that. You know what I'm saying? All right, we'll see. It's not over yet.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna sit with my thoughts with Escobar season, so I'm gonna go with Nas. It is 2-1. It was 2-1 right now. Let's see what it is. Anybody know what's the name? I know we had deep discussion in this. So,
Yeah. What was your result?
Battz.
Oh,
okay.
Battz.
Battz
See all that talking, all that hate. Y'all voting for Battz. Get out of here.
2-2. All right, that's a wash. So right now we're going to round 6. It's 2-1. Battz is up 2-1. We're going to start off with Battz. Kill Battz. Here we go, round 6.
Just stating facts, don't come kill the messenger. They game, bitch, you over touching your toes and they stretching you. That crap they be digesting, don't make you competitors. If y'all boys is so cold, then I'm hot, I raise the temperature. Gotta run it back, the game is dangerous. Gotta run it back, the game ain't made for us. All of my heroes, they don't ain't you dust. All of my heroes really fell to lust. All of my heroes really fell to love. Gotta run it back, gotta keep it a buck. Gotta retaliate before they bug. Gotta get away before we get stuck. Shit. You and you too. You ain't gotta put up on a chain to make sure you get up in the room. I don't care.
Y'all don't hear that?
See, you still stuck on that Lil Wayne.
Maybe it is. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
then
just
that's the
like
best.
Lil Wayne.
It's not even the fast part because I know that's when Ryan's eyes pop. It's like the flow.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's flow.
he's hitting every beat right on time, but it's like it's playful. It's not just I'm rapping.
It's not monotone.
Right. I got you.
It's something to it.
All right, so preferably, okay, that was Battz, Kill Battz. This is superhero status, Nas. Here we go.
The difference between you and I spitting's a wide difference. They hate on you or me, they want me to die difference. No ego, I'm just providing a better understanding. I don't wish it on nobody who doesn't have the bandwidth. It come with standing your ground. When you from a poor town, that generate awareness. The ventilation shifts where the air is erased when you hear it. Somewhere between great and endearing, you smell it and taste it cause it's serious. And you don't think it's fair, you feel that you come with bars and you want some wars. Frankly, they should send their regards. Some of the hardest rappers get overlooked and ignored. No matter what happens.
All right, that was Nas, superhero status. That's cool. That's it.
I mean, it's
That's cool.
Battz,
It's
Kill
Battz.
Battz. Who y'all got?
I got bats on that one too.
come on, guys.
Both of y'all?
You hear what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
not
I
making
hear
this
it.
up.
I hear it.
I get it. I got Battz.
I respect him. He's a legend. He's got some.
No, man, I get it. I think, yeah, I get it.
You hear
It's
what
like
I'm saying?
he tried on that song, but he was
trying.
He was trying.
But again, I'm not even necessarily blaming him. I'm saying as a producer, you got to know this is what he does. Let me make the beat
But
match what he
if
does.
I've been producing for you for 5 albums straight, and we've been getting success, then I'm gonna create beats that tell a fit for you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
None
I
of
don't
the change ups in the beat.
Yeah,
Just straight out.
Yeah,
beat.
because I know you're a poet and I know you're a lyrical person.
Yeah.
So I know you're not gonna do the tricks and the fancy.
Right.
Like he has a song on here. He has one of the songs on here with Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne is doing what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing what what Battz just did on some records, on part of a record. But I just think Nas is just that 94 MC, man. Like
To me, if I was producer for him, I would literally take his Illmatic album, get the BPMs off of that, copy, paste, change the instruments, and just let him flow on the speed that he likes.
Right.
But I think some of these beats are like 94 Illmatic beats.
It don't sound the same, man. It's just something about it. It's just he don't sound comfortable to me. Just don't sound comfortable. Sound like somebody's like, let me make a hit for you, so you just do your thing on my hit, versus being like, let me make something that sounds good with you. Period.
We gotta
And hopefully it's
you gotta on your private time. You gotta go and just not say listen, but if you have time, skim through those albums
The new ones.
Okay. King Disease.
There
and
may be
Magic.
something on there. I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. But I haven't heard it.
Because I don't know, did he win? You can remember earlier this year when we did him an Ambassador. I can't remember if he won that.
I
or
can't
not.
remember.
So
Somebody
those was like
go
those-
back and look. And I'm not sure.
Yeah. So
We need to publish. If somebody has the time, it would be cool to have a website with all the victories of everybody,
Yeah.
like round by round, who won
Yeah.
what, who has the most victories, line for line history, all that kind of stuff. That'd be a cool.
And
project.
also for anybody that love what we do, when we drop this on YouTube, like the live, if you want to timestamp it, if you're into that, thank you. That would be great because people always ask, hey, is this timestamped or not? So if you have the time to do it, I know sometimes we may not, but yeah. I think all of us got Battz in here, so I don't know.
Candace said Nas won against Ambassador,
Oh, okay.
so maybe it's the older stuff I like better with Nas.
But that was
Which is
that
most
was,
artists.
That was his disease stuff.
Oh,
That was
King's
something new.
Disease.
Yeah, that was new. Mrs. New.
I don't know then. maybe I don't like the Hit Boy stuff. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you like Nas when he did stuff with Kanye?
I like one song, but to me, I don't think Kanye did what I'm saying either. I like the one that had Dream on it and
I don't know which one is that.
Your love. You know what I'm talking about? What's the name of that song? I like the song,
He had one where
but it didn't match him to me.
He had one too. He had the ones where he flipped Slick Rick, stop, cop shot the kid. I thought that was
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous. I thought
That's
that
good.
was dope.
That's good
And
for
then
him.
the one that starts off the album with a piano loop and he's rapping over that. I thought those are the best two records.
Yeah. To me, that's my biggest thing with him. It's like I don't need him to do what I'm talking about. I just need the producer to do what they need to do for him.
Yeah.
Do the right things for him.
Yeah. But do you think it's been good that he's a rapper that's been successful right now of an old school? Because he's challenging all his peers and older, like, yo, release
You can still do
music.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got the fans. Because honestly, we ain't talking about this, but recently all these old school hip hop shows have been selling out. Well, these new people can't get a lot of people in these
they're
stadiums.
doing better than the new kids, even though the new kids look like they're more popular.
Yeah.
So I would say out of all the old heads that's still trying to make music, he's one of the best.
Yeah. And maybe that's the formula, is finding a younger producer to try to make beats that fit. I know you said it's a fitted style, but fits you more perfectly to do that. But here's a question: would you want to see? And you don't like a lot of old school hip hop, but do you feel like if somebody like a Big Daddy Kane came out with an album with somebody, would you think it'd be people looking for it? Because sometimes I could be that hater too, be like, man, just do your hits, man. I don't want to hear nothing new, but.
There's a couple people who I think if they came out with some really good production but still match their style, they would still do well right now.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm just saying I'm one of those people that if you're releasing music now, if it's like what's the old boy who dissed Eminem? If it come out like that, I'm have a problem.
Oh yeah.
If it sound like that, like you still stuck in '81, like nah, bro.
Yeah, it has to be a modernized version of what you did.
Yeah.
There's some just staples on rhythm, flow, BPMs that could be you, but it still needs to be updated. And I think some people really think, and I love you guys, I really do. Some people really think the '80s sound was the best sound.
Yeah.
I just totally disagree with that.
Yeah.
I totally disagree with that. So
Well, I think another too. You were a kid in the '80s, so you probably your musical taste didn't start forming until
the late '90s.
to the '90s. Yeah. So of course we're gonna always say our era was better. You know, my sister's era was the '80s, so she always gonna say '80s hip hop is better than '90s hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
It's better in some ways, but to me, when it comes to flow and punchlines,
Yeah.
I think that's where the late '90s, 2000s wins.
Well, then you got to think about the progression of the MC of that time too. So the progression of the MC in the '90s comes from that Rakim era. Well, everybody's saying, "Yo, Rakim is the new guy,"
And I agree with
and
that.
he shifted everything. So even going from him and Coogee Rap, and then some of those guys, you come into the Nas's, the Wu-Tangs, the Snoops,
Yeah.
you know, the Ice Cubes, and then going towards the late '90s, you're coming into the Eminems, the DMXs, the Jay-Z's, Waynes, and you know what I'm saying, all these people into that time. So of course they're advancing it, but you can't hate on the people that started it.
I don't hate on him. Like I said, Rakim, I love. I think he was like a good example of how it could have sounded to make it work for me.
Got you.
Like, he did it.
Yeah.
And I love Slick Rick, you know that. To me, there were some people that to me were like really close to what I would have loved at that time. But there is just a sound. We don't have to get back into it. It's a sound that y'all love. I ain't gonna say no names. Y'all on the chat with us today. Y'all love. I just do not like it.
That's
I don't
funny.
Like it.
That's funny. That's interesting. All right. With that being said, I think Battz took it online as well. I don't know. We had deep conversation. Oh, your Battz did take it. So
Mel. There it is.
Yeah, Melly Mel. That was horrible. 4-0, and the score overall is 3-1. Battz. What do y'all think about Battz?
Battz
project?
Is awesome. He's awesome. And
Yeah.
I love the way he's doing it. No matter what we said today about him, you know, doing the Lil Wayne thing or whatever, he's doing it in a way a lot of the kids around him aren't doing it. He's not making like the you know, Dirk records and the Drake records. He's making something that's unique to him.
Yeah,
it
and
may
that he
sound like
loves.
something you remember from the past, but he's doing it in a way that's he's not compromising that, which I love.
And I think for him, I've been a big supporter of him when he dropped his album. I know he dropped it on the same day as Drake, if I'm not mistaken. I was telling people like, "Yo, go pick up Battz. His album is
I remember that,
fire and everything." So I support him, man. I like his stuff. I think he's a dope rapper. I think he to me, I've always said he's got that, like, his visuals are always like unique, but like it's almost like regular unique. If you give it, it's like he shoots it, but then he knows how to make it look dope.
It's like the '80s film style, like grunge style.
Yeah, and he makes it still look dope though. You know what I mean? Some people like when we talked about a video we saw today,
One camera performance video.
Yeah.
Like he could take that one camera shot, you know, same location, but do it in a couple different ways, couple different angles, cut it together, nice grunge, you know, old film effects on it, and it makes it have character.
and it still booms. So
exactly.
I like everything. His whole, you know, him as an artist, like from his videos, music, everything. He's dope, man.
Yeah, awesome.
Dope rapper, man.
Great job, man. All right, round 7. Go to Patreon, patreon.com/Trackstarz Universe. If you're in the membership, you'll be able to see round 7. Thank you guys again. No show next week. We'll be at Flavorfest, but the week after we'll be back live here in studio. You in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tan, and DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.